Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another indie comic review. And for this indie comic review, I'll be covering a new comic that seemed to grab my attention when I was at the LCS last time I was there. I'm not too sure when this video will be scheduled to go up, but I want to put a note up that this video is being done on the 31st of December 2024. I don't know when I'll be scheduling this to go up next year. So starting off with first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough, it does, to which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. As we look at this cover, we are introduced to the main character, who is seen at the front there. We will be learning about the main character once we start to have a look at the internal art and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. Behind the main character, we see some of his friends plus family, to which I give the cover a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move it into the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what is happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we catch up with the main character within the story, and we learn that the character's name is called William. We do learn that this character of William is actually a male character, but he seems to be dressed very effeminate. It's the only way to put it. The dress style could be a little bit better, but there are some good shots with the character throughout the story. But does this ruin what we see with the story so far? Not so much. At the moment, we're catching up with like people who are related to him, whether it's his parents and also some friends as well. As we draw towards the middle of the story, we get a bit of a personal look into the character of William's school life and what is happening there. But I do want to go back a couple of pages just to show an indication that this character has sort of like a certain ability. And as I've gone back a couple of pages, this indicates his certain superpower ability that he has. And we learned that this ability is actually called foresight. And what we're seeing here is sort of like the realm of his foresight. And this is actually something that has passed through the generations of his family. So it can affect both male as well as female characters. As we draw closer towards the end of the story, we get to see him personally use this foresight in relation to something that is happening at school. And in it, we do get to see sort of like two sides to this particular foresight. So in other words, he's seeing two types of events of what could take place and how he takes action. And I definitely thought that was quite clever in the story. With this character's appearance, they do sort of remind me a little bit like Virgil from Static Shock. Not completely, but in some parts. And moving completely towards the end, we do get to see William catch up with his old man. We do learn that throughout the story that he also sees his grandmother, which I think is either in a hospital or in a on an IV drip in their home because of her condition. So for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. I think I might want to check out the next issue of this, or maybe even check out the trade for when it comes out. Next is the area of the story. First things first, did we get anything in relation to the area of time? No, we didn't. Next is the area of locations, to which the the key locations that sort of like took place within the story was the home, the school, and of course the realm of foresight, which we got to see a little bit earlier, even though the time I recorded it was a little bit wrong, but it's there. Next is the cast of characters consisting of William, of course his grandma, because we learned that she too also had this particular foresight, and also his dad. For the overall story rating, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.